Hi, and welcome to my new video, Unvaxxed Travel. This will be the first in an ongoing series of content, focusing solely on traveling for the unvaccinated and giving you a wealth of information going forward. In this video I will list all countries that are now open to unvaxxed travelers, as well as a few details. So, to make sure you don't miss out, hit the subscribe button now and let's get back to the old normal. Where can I travel without a vaccine? First off, let me start off by saying that I am not what the mainstream media calls an anti-vaxxer. Back in 2017, before my South American trip, I had numerous jabs without hesitation. The difference is that now with these new jabs, I have decided not to take part in this ongoing experiment. I welcome these countries respecting bodily autonomy and letting in all travelers without discrimination. Travel restrictions have become increasingly divergent since the arrival of the latest variant. Many countries have tightened their entry requirements, especially for those who are not currently fully vaccinated. Spain, for example, has banned the entry of most unvaccinated travelers for tourism purposes. Although you can still gain entry for holidays if you're an EU citizen, a family of one, or are normally resident in the country. Most destinations will require a virus test before travel, but some have other restrictions too. Here's what you need to know about traveling without a vaccine. If you are not fully vaccinated, you still have plenty of options when it comes to holiday destinations. However, you may need to take a test before travel and/or on arrival. A period of quarantine, either in an accommodation of your choice or at a government facility, may also be mandatory. In some cases you may be able to get around these extra requirements by showing proof of recent recovery from the virus. It's always worth checking before you travel, as restrictions between different countries can vary significantly. Croatia, for example, accepts 4 different documents for entry, including a negative antigen test from the last 48 hours, a negative PCR test result from previous 72 hours, or a doctor's certificate showing recovery from the virus. The Dominican Republic, meanwhile, will only accept a negative PCR test result from the previous 72 hours. For much of Egypt you'll need a negative PCR test, taken 72 hours before travel, but some coastal resorts are accepting PCR tests on arrival with mandatory self-isolation until the results come back negative. And for El Salvador, neither testing nor vaccination is required for entering the country. As for Greece, vaccinated and unvaccinated travelers are treated the same. They all need to take a test before travel, but there's no need for quarantine in either case. Which countries allow unvaccinated travelers? Very few countries require quarantine, unless of course you test positive on arrival, but check your destination requirements first to be sure. These restrictions can change at any time, so do double check before you travel and ensure you have comprehensive travel insurance. Which countries allow unvaccinated travelers? In alphabetical order: Albania, Aruba, Bahamas, Belize, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Burundi, Cape Verde, Comoros, Costa Rica, Cuba, Croatia, Cyprus, Dominican Republic, Egypt, El Salvador, Gambia, Georgia, Gibraltar, Greece, Guinea-Bissau, Haiti, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Israel, Jordan, Kenya, Kyrgyzstan, Lebanon, Lesotho, Luxembourg, Madagascar, Malawi, Mexico, Monaco, Mozambique, Namibia, Nepal, Nicaragua, North Macedonia, Norway, Oman, Panama, Portugal, Rwanda, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, Serbia, Seychelles, Slovenia, Somalia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Saint Lucia, Saint Martin, Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, Sudan, Tajikistan, Tanzania, Turkey, Uganda, Venezuela, Zambia, unvaccinated travelers in Thailand. People who are not vaccinated can also visit Thailand under the country's alternative quarantine program. They must apply for a Thailand pass, and travelers over the age of 6 must take a negative pre-departure test no more than 72 hours before traveling. They'll also have to have an insurance policy with at least $50,000 coverage and pay for their quarantine accommodation before traveling to Thailand, as well as their PCR tests. I am personally eager to get back to Thailand once all restrictions are ended. I will become one of those 2 week millionaires that you hear about. If you catch my drift. In the next video I will choose some of my interested destinations for future adventures and go into more details. Come join me on this adventure and let's forget all this garbage. And get back to the old normal. Hit the subscribe button and don't miss out on the next video. Good times are coming again. Until the next time.
Thank you.